It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on their in-state rivals to the east, the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. He hits Adams complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Up to the 20. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay early on. It's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but Did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On third down, Hart. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Hart. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly to have back as it brings up 4th down.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Terry McLaurin His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off-play action. Hart. This to the outside from Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake. Hart. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Third down and 13. Looking to throw. Hart. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, Tua. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On second down, Williams. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Caught on the right side by Adams. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to pass. Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Tua's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Tua now on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Tua now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And now they'll shift things around.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. A run up the middle with Mack. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Escapes the defender, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give running left with Mack. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Back to throw. Hart. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Hart. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Hart. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Smith to return it. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off play action. Hart rolling to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And now here is another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down. Half, want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Gay's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Dancing to his left.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite of a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, Or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. 14. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's safe. Go ahead.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Steelers 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Steelers.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's Tua. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back. Will score. Touchdown, Steelers. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Steelers 14.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Oh, wait a minute, they declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand. What?
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Williams will try again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week.